going to California next week and I need to use up this tofu. So I'm gonna do a tofu video because I need to use up the tofu. Alright, here we go.
Alright, so the first recipe we are going to be making what I'm going to call Korean style mapo tofu. So first thing I'm doing is chopping up some green onion, and yes, this knife is dull, at least in this video. Don't judge me. And we're also going to mince some garlic, and I am just using this like garlic mincer thing, which is pretty handy, although some of the garlic gets stuck in the thing, so you might end up wasting a little bit, but it's worth it for non-garlicky hands, you know what I'm saying? And we're also going to dice like half an onion. Yeah. And this beauty right here is red pepper paste, Korean red pepper paste, aka gochujang. We're gonna add that into a bowl, and it kind of is like really thick, so you're gonna have to like get your finger in there. And we're also gonna add some soy sauce. We're also adding some maple syrup and just mixing that together, and adding some water too, and then mixing that up again. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just try to kind of mix it to the best of your ability. Oh, here I am adding more gochujang. And then using a fork. See, you live and you learn. And now I'm adding some potato starch into the mixture. You can use cornstarch if you want. And I am just, stirring that into the mixture. I think the proper way to do this is to actually make a potato starch and water mixture separately. But I got lazy, so yeah, this worked fine. And here on a frying pan, we're adding a little bit of oil. And we are just going to fry up the onions, the green onions and the garlic. I also decided to add like half a bell pepper. I just diced it finely again. This part is optional, you don't have to, but I just had it on hand, so I was like, okay. And then we're gonna add the sauce mixture in there too. And then we're also gonna add the tofu. It's pretty simple, isn't it, guys? All you have to do is like dice a few things and that's it. And then I'm just gonna break apart the tofu a little bit and just mix it together with the sauce. And you can use whatever tofu you want, but this was pretty good. And I'm also adding a little bit of water, but just because I thought it was getting quite thick quite quickly. So I'm just adding a bit of water, mixing it together, and I just kind of let it come to like a boil. And then yeah, this is pretty much done. And this part is optional, but I'm adding a small drop of toasted sesame oil into that mixture once it's pretty much done, and just mixing that well together, and that's pretty much it. You can serve this with rice. I just put it on top of rice and then added a little bit of chopped green onion on top, and it was pretty delicious. So hope you guys try this one out. Alright, next we need to use up the medium firm tofu, and I decided to just cut this in half and then wrap it around in paper towel and put like a cloth on top just to let it soak up the excess liquid just a little bit. This is not a step I enjoy, but I sometimes do it just because, I don't know. And then I'm just gonna cut up the tofu into bite-sized cubes, I guess you could call them. Okay, so on a plate, I'm adding some potato starch. Once again, you can use cornstarch, but all I had was potato starch. Yeah, and I think potato starch is like better for you. I don't know. We're also adding a bit of salt, and then we're just gonna mix that together, and that's gonna be our what do you call this? Breading? Not even breading. Coating. Tofu coating. Yeah. So we're just coating the tofu with the potato starch to the best of our ability. Yeah. Okay, we're back. On the frying pan, we're adding some oil. I'm using a little bit more than I usually do because I wanted it kind of, I don't know, delicious. Okay, so do as I say, not as I do. Don't put all your tofu in the frying pan that doesn't have enough room because the tofu will like stick together because of the starch. Yeah, so try not to like have it like, you know, right beside one another so that they're like touching. It was a little bit difficult to work with, but yeah, you just want to cook it on each side for like, I don't know, a few minutes on each side until it's like nicely browned and kind of crispy. And once the tofu is done, you're just going to put it aside onto like a plate or a bowl. And then on the same frying pan, we're just going to cook up some veggies. So I'm using onion right now. I'm just cooking up some onion. And then we're also going to add some frozen veggies just because I didn't have any other vegetables. Okay. And frozen veggies work great. And then we're going to add this into that tofu mixture. And I'm going to make 2 different types of this because we're just going to make 2 different sauces. Or we're going to use 2 different sauces. We're going to be ultra lazy and just use store-bought pre-made sauce, and this is a sweet chili sauce. So that's the first one. We're just kind of eyeballing everything. I didn't measure this. I just added some sweet chili sauce, and you know, just add a little bit at a time just to see how you feel. And this sweet chili sauce is so good. If you haven't tried it, it is so good. And the second option, I just decided to go for teriyaki sauce. Once again, this is just store-bought teriyaki sauce. Some things are just, you know, too difficult to make at home, so you might as well just buy it from the store. Yes. And then that's it. You can plate it, make it look pretty, and here we have 2 different types of kind of the same dish but different experience. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like buying the same shirt but in different colors. I don't know what I'm saying. And if you guys want, you can of course use firm tofu or extra firm tofu. I actually enjoyed using medium firm, even though in the beginning I thought I should have firm, but medium firm turned out pretty good because I felt like it was really nice to have kind of like a soft tofu. It was almost like, I don't know, like doughy. I don't know what I'm saying. So that's pretty much it, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching once again, of course. And if you enjoyed this video, found it helpful or whatever, give it a thumbs up. It really does help me a lot. And of course, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in my very next video. Bye!